All right, Shalom, Shalom, Israel, Shalom. All right, giving course all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Shema, Mashach, woman like Yahushua. That's all praises, honor, glorification unto the Most High, who is the Father, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahushua. This is your brother Yasharala.
Brother Ahbayah.
Khan, coming back to y'all with yet another video through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Baha Shema, Mashach, Yahushua. All right, and we like to say Shabbat Shalom to all that's observing the Sabbath today. All right, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. All right, so Khan. All right, so we're going to get into the Obadiah breakdown. All right, so we're going to, through the Most High's Spirit and through the knowledge that He has bestowed upon us in the last days, we're going to break this down to the best of our ability. All right, so come on. Let's go to the book of Obadiah. All right, chapter 1 and verse 1. All right, Obadiah 1 and 1. All right,
You want to read? Or
yeah,
you
Con.
want?
Yeah, I got it. Con. Right, it says, but Con, actually, you can, if you want.
Come, Obadiah. Only one chapter, verse 1.
Con.
The vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom.
Mm-hmm.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Right. So this is the vision of Obadiah. Right now, when it says rumor, doesn't mean because that Christian actually said when I pulled this, right, this precept about Obadiah, right, Aslaki about Edom, they actually said, oh, whoa, that's a rumor, so that may not be real, right? When it says rumor, it's just going into a prophecy, right? Kind of like when you go to Malachi 1:1, it says the burden of the word of Israel by Malachi, right? What does that mean? It's not a burden. It's just another word for prophecy, right? So let me show that real quick though. All right, we got to prove it. All right, let's show that. Let's show that real quick. Right, that word right there, rumor, is going into a prophecy. All right, it's not going into, oh, the Lord might do this, because the Lord is never going to be like, I might do this, I might save you, I might not save you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is never like that. All right, He's not double-minded. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we should be able to see my screen. All right, let's go to the Obadiah 101. Now let's go into what that word is for burden. Right, and while we're getting that, we can just keep reading on.
Come.
Um,
Book of Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Salakia verse 2, I believe.
Come, verse 2. Behold, I
Con.
have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
Right,
Verse 3.
exactly. So Esau is greatly despised. Right. You know what? I might just have to pull it up on the phone. Computer a little slow. Right, but hey, Esau is greatly despised amongst the heathen. He's becoming greatly despised, right? Even the EU and the 10 horns is going to hate America, right? Let's get that in the book of Revelation. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 16. And the 10 horns is going into the original 10 nations of the EU, right? And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. So they're going to hate the whore. Who is the whore? Talking about Babylon the Great. When you read the verse and the second verse, right? The whore. It's talking about Babylon the Great, America, right? And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So even the 10 horns will turn against America during World War III and will burn her with fire. Going into what thermonuclear fire, right? Come on, you got precept?
Come. This is the
Come
book
on.
of Isaiah, chapter 14. I'll start verse 3, and it reads, And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor seized, the golden city seized? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, He that ruleth the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Right. So hey, when Babylon get destroyed, man, everybody gonna be breaking forth into singing. Barakatah. Right.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna be rejoicing, happy. Because Esau, they ruling everyone with rigor, man, making them work hard, hard bondage and stuff like that. Even these other nations, they all up in the Middle East trying to push off the democracy, right? But I can keep going though. I believe, right? I'm just get straight to the point. Verse 10: All they shall speak and say unto thee, or art thou also become weak as we, or art thou become like unto us? That's what the other nations gonna be saying, man. Like they're gonna be finally happy that the white man is brought down, man. Become
Hmm.
despised of the nations.
Hey, that's right. That's right. These nations are starting to realize the true wickedness of America, right? The true wickedness of Esau, right? All you have to do is look at the track record of Esau, right? Everywhere he goes, he rape, robs, and murders, right? Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't bring good to the earth. He always brings death and destruction. That's why in the book of Revelation, chapter 6, it says that death and hell followed with him. You know what I'm saying? But Khan, and let me pull this up, Lord willing, I can, right? But let me pull this up and let me turn off my camera because so it can be faster. But it says the great Satan, right? If you've been watching, then you know that Iran, this is Iran's nickname for America. It's a pretty good nickname. You know what I'm saying? Great Satan, right? The Great Satan in Persian, right? It's a demonizing epithet. Remember, epithet is basically a slang. You know what I'm saying? It's like a like a like a word, like a byword. You know what I'm saying? It says for the United States of America in Iranian foreign policy statements. Occasionally, these words have also been used toward the government of the United Kingdom. That's interesting. United Kingdom, because guess what? United Kingdom is also full of what? Edomites, right? So is America. Edomites run America. Edomites run the United Kingdom. All right. So we see that connection there, and we see that Iran, who is prophesied to go to war with America, according to various prophecies, is calling America Great Satan. You see that? Gone. Shalom Tazaiyar Gabar.
Shalom, shalom.
Gone. So kind of yeah, we can keep going in that unless you got a precept.
Ah,
Gone.
the book of Obadiah, verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
You see that? So the pride of Esau's heart has deceived him. Because Esau is very proud by now, right? He's very proud, right? And it has deceived him. He thinks that Esau really thinks that he's untouchable, right? Oh, no, nothing can bring me down to the ground, right? Look at the skyscrapers we've built. Look at all this that we built, right? I got the Israelites in captivity. I got the damn nations over here in America, right? I got all nations before me and subject unto me. I have raped, robbed, and murdered everybody, yet they still love me, right? I'm Superman. I'm Batman. I'm the last samurai. I'm everything. I'm God. Like, right? That's what Esau says, right? Because let's go to the book of Habakkuk, right? Wait, Slocky, what was it? Zephaniah. Let me find this precept, right? This is what Esau says, right? This is what Esau says. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, and verse 14. And flock shall lie down in the midst of her, all the beasts of the nations, both the cormorant and the bittern shall lodge in the upper lintels of it. Their voice shall sing in the widows, desolation shall be in the thresholds. For he shall uncover the Kedar work, the Seder work. So the Most High is uncovering America's wickedness, and also Esau, because we know that Esau, Edom, is just the whole nation Esau, right? The whole nation Edom. Edom is not just America, right? Edom is an umbrella of certain countries, of certain Edomite countries. You know, you got Germany, France, Britain, Russia, Finland, Sweden, America, Canada, Australia, various so-called Caucasian countries. You know what I'm saying? But it says that the Most High, He's uncovering the key to our work, right? Like it says in the book of Isaiah, the 47th chapter. Uncover the thigh, make bare the leg, pass over the rivers. Everyone's seeing the wickedness of Esau. Everybody's seeing the division that America has. Everyone's seeing that the so-called white man is probably not the best guy on earth, right? Verse 15. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, right? And America dwells carelessly. You know, it says that said, Slakia, that said in her heart, I am, right? That's what Esau says. I am, and there is none beside me. How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Everyone that passes by her shall hiss and wag his hand. That's when America falls. You know what I'm saying? But that's what Esau says. I am, and there's none beside me. The Most High can only say that, man. The Most High can only say, I am, and there is none beside me. Right? So here's Esau saying what the Most High says, showing you that the pride has deceived them, thinking that they're all that, right? Thinking that they're the Most High. Slocky. You got it.
Come, this book of Isaiah, chapter 14, and it reads, verse
Uh,
13, and it reads, For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount in the congregation in the sides of the north. Right? And that's what they're doing, man. Their heart deceiving them. They want to do that. Their pridefulness is so up there that they even try to go to the it's called Operation Fishbowl. They try to blow up the firmament, man. Right? Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Wasn't Donald Trump, he was on an interview, he looked up to the heaven saying, I'm the chosen one. Something to that effect. That's off. That's prideful right there, man. And
mm-hmm,
that's a white man. He's too prideful to be doing anything like that. When you're out there on the highways and byways, you tell them Isaiah 60 and 14. You gotta look the dust of the feet and everything. They're too prideful for that, right?
mm-hmm.
But come on, their hearts deceive them for real. They think that's why they're going to try to push out this new world order because they want to be the gods on the earth. All
All
right,
right.
come on, you got it.
That's right. That's right. And also, we get this. This is the book of Second Thessalonians, I believe. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come. Meaning Mahashiach Yahushua, he's not going to come back unless what? Except there shall come a falling away first. So that falling away has happened, right? The Israelites, we fell away. When you read the book of Second Ezra, the 7th chapter, right, the world was turned into silence for 7 days, right? And that 7 days, so like, let me just get it real quick, right? So we're kind of getting a little deep. Second Ezra chapter 7 and verse 28. For my son Yahushua shall be revealed with those that be with him, and they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years. So this is actual prophecy that Ezra was given. That and yeah, that's how you know that the scriptures are real. But the Most High names his son by name Yahushua, that he will be on the earth within 400 years. Now, during the time of Ezra, it was around 423 BC. So that links exactly up to when the time of Yahushua was living, right? It says, after these years shall my son Mahashiach die, and all men that have life, meaning all men that believed in Yahushua. They're not back, they're not here on the earth right now. Peter is not walking 2,000 years old on the earth. You know what I'm saying? And the world shall be turned into the old silence 7 days, like as in the former judgments, so that no man shall remain. You see that? That old silence for 7 days is that days is a number of completion, right? But basically, it's going into what? Us not being in the truth for a certain period of time, right? So but this is the reawakening right now, right? Slaki, let me go back to the Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. And the falling away is also what? On a twofold level, people falling out the truth, man. People need to fall out the truth because that was prophesied. You know what I'm saying? Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. And that man, that son of man, Slaki, that son of sin may be revealed, the son of perdition. The son of perdition on a spiritual level is going into Esau, right? Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. You see that? So that's what Esau does, man. He exalts himself above the throne of the Most High. He says, I am, and there is none beside me. Right? Let's pull up this picture. Right? He exalts himself as God. Right? Let's wait, hold on. Let me look up God, right? Let me look up God. So he exalts himself above what is called God, man. Right? He showing himself that he is God. Right?
Isn't
This
there a
man,
God that's bald head?
exactly. Right? So God's, you know, he's bald headed, man. Right? And all I did was search up God. This is what popped up. Right? So that hey, the scriptures are playing right there, and they tell you that what Yahweh Shah is the Most High, Yahweh Shah is God, right? They tell you that Jesus is God, so you can worship the so-called white man like out as you worship God, right? So we're exposing Esau in these scriptures, right? The spirit of power Yahweh Bash from Shah. So come on, yeah, precept.
Come, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 7. Pride is hateful before God and man, and by both, and by both doth one commit iniquity. So pride is hateful before the Most High. The Most
Mm-hmm.
High hates a prideful spirit, man.
Right.
Right, verse 8. Because of unrighteousness, dealings, and injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that's exactly how Esau kingdom going to go. Because they're prideful, unrighteous dealings, and things of that nature, the Most High going to overthrow this place like Sodom and Gomorrah. Verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? So why is earth and ashes proud? You came from the dust. And plus, on top of that, you got no melanin, man. You're the only people with no melanin, right? Your birth rate is the lowest one, right? Y'all came from the caves, but those are the most prideful people, man. You don't really
Mm-hmm.
see your motorbike, boasting himself like that as the white man, right? Verse 9, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such in one set his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bow. But the point is, why is earth and ashes proud? He's nothing but dust. And he gonna be in the dust. But if you read Second Ezra 13, they gonna get destroyed and their skin is gonna be like dust.
Check that one out.
God, show him.
This is the book of Proverbs, right? Chapter 21, right? It's like, yeah, let me get this Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 4. And it reads, in high look and a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin. So if you're proud, man, that's a sin before the Most High, right? Just like how the Most High says, why is earth and ashes proud? We have nothing to be proud of, right? Literally, the Most High, he could destroy you at any second. You know what I'm saying? Come on, and let me get this real quick. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24. It's like you're not 24, 23. Right? Matthew chapter 23 and verse 12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. What is the end of Esau's kingdom? Right? Let's go to the book of Mark. Right? It's the book of Mark, chapter 3 and verse 26. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. So Esau, right, he has an end. Right? Esau's kingdom has an end. We're at the end of his kingdom. You know what I'm saying? We're not at the start of his kingdom. We're at the end of his kingdom. Right? Let me get the let me go back. Matthew chapter 23 and verse 12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. If you exalt yourself, if you say, oh yeah, I'm the best, I got all the knowledge, right? I got all this, I'm the richest, I'm the wealthiest, I got all this paper, this money. You can't fade me, right? I'm on top, right? If you exalt yourself, you're going to be abased, man. You're going to be brought down low, maybe even in a humiliating way, right? Shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. If you humble yourself, right, just like how we have to humble ourselves, then we're going to be exalted, man. You know what I'm saying? So come. That's the words of Yahweh Shah.
Okay.
Oh.
So this is the book of Obadiah, in verse 4,
Oh,
and it reads, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord."
that's right. Slakia, so the Most High said, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle." What is the national animal for all of these Edomite kingdoms? It's the eagle, right? Seriously, when you go to Germany, right? Well, let's take America first, right? Since that's the top Edomite nation right now. Let's go to America, right? American eagle, right? Hey, see, bald eagle, right? Bald eagle. So right here. So this is the American bald eagle. Okay. So this is the Most High. He's correct. Oh, it's lucky. Well, he's always correct. But you see how the scriptures is correct on this. Esau exalts himself as the eagle. You always got the American flag and a damn eagle next to it, right? A bald eagle, American eagle, right? You even have the brand after that, the American eagle, right? So Esau, he exalts himself as the eagle, right? Why an eagle? Because the eagle is a bird of prey. Slakia. It's a predator, right? Let's go to the book of Job. Slakia, you had a precept?
But you can go ahead and get your point.
Okay, come. Let me get this real quick. Job chapter 39 and verse 26. Doth the hawk fly by thy wisdom and stretch her wings toward the south? Doth the eagle mount up at thy command and make her nest on high? So the eagle is always up there in the mountains, right? That's where the eagle dwells, always up in the mountains. You never see an eagle kind of walking on the earth, looking at you saying, "What's up?" The eagle is always high up in the sky, right? Guess where Esau dwells at? In the damn skyscrapers, in the cliffs of the rock, like it's going to say, right? And make her nest on high. She dwelleth and abideth on the rock, upon the crag of the rock, and the strong place. From thence she seeketh her to prey. From there, the eagle is able to see its prey, right? There, because the eagle's eye is very keen, and the eagle is able to see from a damn mile away a little mouse running around on the earth, right? And so what the eagle does is, it like a predator it is, swoops down and eats that mouse. Boom. And guess who that mouse is right now? That's us, right? It's lucky. It says, "In her eyes behold afar off. Her young ones also suck up blood, and where the slain are, there is he." You see that? So that's the characteristics and the parallel between Esau and the eagle. And that's why Esau, he loves the eagle because it represents him. He sees himself in the eagle because Esau is a predator, right? He's a hunter. An eagle is a hunter, right? So, Khan, you got it.
There's the book of Job, chapter 9. I'm going to read the whole thing, verse 24. "The
Oh,
earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and Esau is the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Now my days are swifter than the post. They flee away. They see no good. They are passed away as the swift ships, as the eagle that hasteth to the prey." So throughout the whole Bible, Esau is always, what's it called? What's it called? It's equal as it's always put together with the eagle, right? He's always described as an eagle because again, an eagle is a proud animal. It takes a long time to tame an eagle, right? You see those people with those things on their arms, maybe having an eagle land on their arm. It takes a long time for them to tame that eagle. If you go out there, in the woods, in the wilderness, where they dwell out on the tops, on rocks, or mountains, or something like that, you do this, they ain't going for that, man. They're not going down, and trying to land on your arm, man. They're going to stay up there in the clefts of the rocks because they're a proud animal. That's why they're always. That's why Esau is always symbolized with an eagle. Okay.
hey, that's right. That's right. And Slaki, let me get this real quick. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter Slaki. Yeah, let me get this. Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10. So like I'm gonna just get to the point. Kind of, I'm gonna get to the point. Isaiah chapter 46 and 11, calling a ravenous bird from the east. What is a ravenous bird? Ravenous bird is an old way of saying basically a bird that's a predator, right? So a ravenous bird from the east, the man that executed my counsel from a far country. Yea, I have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass. I have purposed it. I will also do it. You see that? So the Most High, and this may be in reference to King Cyrus II, right? But the thing is, just like how King Cyrus II came into Persia, Slaki came into Babylon, took down Babylon, and did according to all the Most High's will, right? Esau has done the exact same thing. He came into Israel, right? Kind of kicked us out 70 AD, right? Enslaved us, right? Put chains around us and fulfilled the prophecies, right? Deuteronomy 28 chapter, you know? So come. And he and just like how King Cyrus is referenced as a ravenous bird, Esau is likened unto an eagle, right? So come.
I got a precept.
Hmm.
Let me see. This is book of the second Esdras, chapter 11, verse 37. Now this the fourth beast that Daniel didn't get to really see, right? Right. This goes into the eagle, which is the nation of Esau. So this second Esdras chapter 11 and verse 37. And I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood. And that roaring lion is going to Yahushua, the tribe the lion from the tribe of Judah, right? And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle and said, Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the high shall say unto thee. I'm gonna get straight to the point though, man. Cause this Yahushua kind of going in on it.
Come.
This is book of second Esdras chapter 12, verse 1. And it came to pass when the lion spake these words unto the eagle, I saw, and behold, the head that remained in the four wings appeared no more. And the two went unto it and set themselves up to reign, and their kingdom was small and full of uproar. And I saw, and behold, there appeared no more, and the whole body of the eagle was burnt, so that the earth was in great fear. Then awaked I out of the trouble and trance of my mind, and from great fear, and said unto my spirit, Amen. The whole body was burnt. The whole nation of Esau is going to be burnt up. Because our whole eagle represents the whole nations of Esau, Russia, Britain, Germany, America. Amen. All of it.
That's
Come.
right. Come. And even look up the national bird for Germany. Germany is the two eagles facing one facing that way, the other facing that way. Even Russia too. Their national bird is the eagle, right? The con. And can you read verse 4 again for me, Baba Shah?
Comes the book of Obadiah, verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Mm-hmm.
and though thou set thy nest among the stars,
Mm-hmm.
this will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Saith the
Right.
Lord.
And Esau even exalts himself above the stars, right? Sets his nest among the stars. He's trying to go into outer space. There was even that video that Edomite, right, had the jetpack thing on. He tried to crack the firmament. He came straight down, right? So Esau, what are you trying to do, man? Sending up these damn rockets up to space. Yeah, we're trying to get to Mars, right? We all know that's just vanity. You know what I'm saying? But Esau literally tries to do that. And Esau, he's building all these damn skyscrapers. Moab's kind of getting up to that. But Esau, that's where he gets that spirit from Babylon, ancient Babylon. All right. But the Lord said he's going to bring you down, right? Gone.
And that's why they have those 50 stars on the flag.
Mm-hmm. Gone.
Verse 5. Obadiah, verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by not, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Exactly. Right. So even on the logical sense, if you and some other people came to a grape vineyard, right, and was all right, let's steal all these damn grapes. You have your bags. It's night, right, and you just piling up. At one point in time, there's damn there a million grapes. At one point in time, you might just be like, well, okay, let's just go, right? Bag's heavy, I might as well just go, right? We got enough, right? That's what that's kind of going into, right? But no, Esau on a physical level, right? Not just talking about grapes, but on a more physical level. When Esau he goes to all these different lands, Antarctica, continent of Africa, he goes to the Americas, he goes to Europe, he steals all the damn natural resources out of it, every single drop, right, and leaves it barren and dry. Man. That's what you've been doing all over the place, right? Lands that were once fertile and pleasant, full of abundance of life and water, now they're all dried up, right? Just like how that dude in the damn underdog, right? I don't know if y'all kind of know that show, but it was a show kind of like in the 70s, a cartoon. And so this guy in one of the episodes, this guy would try to he wants all the water. He would just it's a heat of mine. He would suck up all the water. That's evil, right? Sucking up all the damn water and natural resources, right? That's what Esau does.
Uh,
Uh,
so I'm going to one of the footnotes it had
uh,
Jeremiah 49. It's saying the same thing, verse 9. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night they would destroy they would destroy till they have enough. But I
mhm,
have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Straight like
mhm.
that, man. All right.
Gone. And gone. And I got a precept real quick. Psalms 73. Ah, damn. Psalm 73 and it's like I'm gonna start at 6. It says, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. So remember, pride is compassing Esau like a chain, man. You know how Jake, he sports a chain, goddamn five, fat six chains on him. You know what I'm saying? Like the Jake in the interviews. Yeah, I got this chain and then at damn this and that. Yeah, this was about 6 grand. I got this for my mama. Hey, so that's Esau. I mean, it's like it. That's Jake. Esau, his chain is pride, man, right? But it says what? Violence covereth them as a garment. Esau is the most violent man on the earth. Right? We don't have to break that down, right? Verse 7. Your eyes stand out with fat. They have more than their heart could wish. So Esau has more than their heart could wish. You just stealing them all the natural resources and then some, right? You just can't get enough, right? Oh no, we can't just have one zoo. We have to have 1,000 zoos, right? Oh no, we can't just have 5 Israelites in captivity. We need all the Israelites in captivity, right? So that's Esau. He has more than his heart could wish, right? He's greedy, you know.
Hmm.
Um,
You want to go back to it now?
come on.
Going on this book of Obadiah, verse 6.
Hmm.
How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Right. So you have to search out the hidden things of Esau, right? Because he does have hidden things. You got the illuministic ones, right? You have to really get into this thing, man, and know your oppressor, know your enemy. You know what I'm saying? So come.
Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and
Mm.
prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
So, namely, the nation of America, right? Babylon, which is the top Edomite kingdom, um, as of right now. These other nations will deceive America. China, you thought you was cool with China. No, China's going to turn your back on you. Hey, Japan might even turn his back on America, right? Japan and America are tight right now, right? Hey, Israel, the state of Israel might turn his back on America, right? Basically, this is a prophecy saying that, look, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee, right? So these nations, they're going to conspire against Esau, right? Namely Babylon the Great, and fight against him and overcome him, right? You got precept?
Total. I think so. You have a preset. We can go ahead. I think I got one. I'm just looking for it.
Yeah, I'm thinking the precept real quick, right? We already got that one about the 10 horns, right? We already got that one about the 10 horns. Let me get this. Let me get this. Isaiah, right? Isaiah chapter 13, I believe. Isaiah chapter 13, right? Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 17, right? It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So even the Most High will take Russia, right? And because the Median Empire, right, inhabits a part of Russia. So we know that according to this prophecy, the Medes that it's talking about is talking about the Russians, right? So the Most High might even take the, it's like he is going to take the Russians and fight against America, the Americans, even though they're from the same nation, right? And let me get this from Jeremiah, right? Jeremiah chapter 50, right? Jeremiah chapter 50, right? In verse 14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. So who is the Most High talking to? The Most High is talking to these other nations, right? Put yourselves array against Babylon, right? All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for ye have sinned against the Lord. So these nations, they have their arrows is talking about the missiles, right? So these nations, they're going to shoot their missiles and spare none of them and shoot all of them at America, man, right? Hey, North Korea might take turn their back on America. Because remember, Trump and was the first so-called U.S. president to come to the territory of North Korea, the country of North Korea, and actually step foot in that territory, and they were kind of making peace. But hey, even North Korea said that look, America is still our number one enemy. All right, Lacan. That's all I got on that.
You probably go ahead. I can't see it. I can't find it. So go ahead. We can go ahead. This is the book of Obadiah, verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?
Con. So the Lord said, look, shall I not in that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mouth of Esau. So understanding and why the wise men will be destroyed in that day. They're going to be utterly confounded. They're not going to know what to do, right? When all hell breaks loose, when World War III happens, right? Um, so Con, let's get a precept on that. Got precept?
Moving forward.
Con. Let me get this then real quick. Isaiah 47 and verse. All right, Con, I will get this. Isaiah chapter 47 and verse. Damn, I should have brought that out too. Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments, right? And with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. So, meaning that what the Most High is really playing with Esau in this verse. He's saying, look, take your wizards, take your little magic, take your little science, right? With your little tanks and your little, lasers, right? Your space force, and see if that can save you, right? In that day, take your smartest people, right? Your modern day Albert Einsteins, your chemists, and your physicists, and see if they can save you in that day. Because the Most High is going to destroy the wise men out of Edom, right? Understanding out of the mind of Esau. They're not going to know what the hell to do, right? They're going to be utterly confounded, confused, you know? Come.
It's Exodus chapter 7 and verse 11, and it reads, "Then
On.
Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magician of Egypt. They also did in like manner with their enchantments, for they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rod." But the point is, this place is referred to as Egypt. The same Pharaoh that had their wise men that dealt with, spiritual demons, enchantments, wizard, and stuff like that. And the same thing is going on right now. These low level magicians, those not the wise men. It's these, high priests on the left hand side, some at the Vatican and stuff like that. Some over
Come.
here also. Those are the people who's trusting in their enchantments, the wise men that the Bible speaks of. All right, come on.
That's right. I got precept on that too. Isaiah 19, right? Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 3. The spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, right? And I will destroy the counsel thereof. So the Most High said again, He's going to destroy the counsel of Egypt, right? And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, right? And to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards, right? But guess what? They're not going to know what to do. In that day, these Edomites will be like, "Hey, man, what we going to do?" Right? They want to come to the illuministic ones. Oh well, damn, it didn't go according to plan, right? They're going to be utterly confounded when they see Yahweh Shah actually come back in his chariots. When they see the prophecies unfolding, when they see Israelites getting beamed up in the chariots, right? So calm.
Come on. But
I think
what you say?
so like, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, they be putting curses on these, music and everything. They take it, the record label take the music into this back room, and they put enchantments, spells on it. That's why people be nodding their head to it, and they don't even know the lyrics or anything like that. And like years go by, and they keep remembering the same song,
Hmm.
right? Because there's demons and spiritual things on that song.
That's right. That's right. It's highly spiritual. You know what I'm saying? It's highly spiritual. Kind and let me get this real quick. Revelation 18 and 23. And the light of the candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. Right? In that look, America, after America gets destroyed, it's going to be desolate. Right? You're only going to find the damn vultures and wild beasts here. Right? It says, "For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, and by thy sorceries were all nations deceived." So America really uses sorceries, right? What do you think the damn media is, right? Well, Slocky, there was that thing about the media, right? The etymology, the word, right? Let me get this real quick. Etymology, right? So let's get this. Slocky, there was this thing about,
Talking about television,
yeah, con television, right? Was it television?
yeah, like television, yeah, something like that.
It was con. It was something. It was like basically it went into okay, Con, let me look this up. Media goddess, right? It was like the goddess, right? Yeah, so media was a Greek goddess, right? So it's like, yeah, right here. It says media is an enchantress, and it is sometimes seen as a priestess of the goddess of Hecate, right? Right there. So that's media, right? That's where you get that word from. Media, right? That's where you get that word from. It says that, so basically she had the power to manipulate people, right? So that's what media does. That's one of Esau. That's one of, it's like that's Esau's one. It's like that's one of the forms of Esau's enchantments and magic that he uses. Now you can laugh and you close out the live stream and say these dudes are crazy talking about magic, right? But magic is actually real, right? Maybe not Harry Potter, right? Like that, flying on brooms and stuff, but magic is real. manipulation, right? Stuff like that. These spirits, they actually conjure up these spirits, man. People that have familiar spirits, like you said. Even then, when you read the book of, I believe that was First Samuel, right? I believe that was First Samuel, when Saul came to a woman, to a witch, and she conjured up the spirit of Samuel. These people actually exist, right?
Yeah, that account right here, First Samuel,
Mm.
28. Um, let's get the whole story, I guess. Verse 8, right? It's locked before I bring this out. I'm led to believe the same way before we what's it called, do something. We always, either fast, we pray, we get counsel from the Most High before we do something. I'm led to believe that these on the left hand side, these high elites and everything, before they push out this plan, before they do anything, like before they kick off these female camps martial law, they all might go on the they all might do some wicked behind stuff, right? Before they do it, to curse up demons and get the go ahead from Satan, right?
Um,
And do a lot of sacrifices. But this is First Samuel 28 and verse 8. And Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment, and he went and two men with him, and they came to the woman by night, and he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him up, whom I shall name unto thee. Right? So it's this wizard. And the woman said unto him, Behold, thou knowest what Saul hath done, how he hath cut off those that have familiar spirit, and the wizards out of the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life to cause me to die. And familiar spirits are the spirits that know you. That's why what's it called? In Paul in Acts, I believe 19, that's why it said, Paul I know, Yahweh I know, but whom are ye? Because these spirits know who you are. So on the left hand side, these wicked behind people, they get in touch with their familiar spirits, on the left hand side. Come on. But let me keep
right.
going. Verse 10. Let me just get straight to the point, man. All right. Verse 11. Then said the woman, Whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said, Bring me up Samuel. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, Why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul. Right? And the king said unto her, Be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods descending out of the earth. And he said unto her, What form is he of? And she said, An old man cometh up, and he is covered with the mantle. Right? And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, and he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. But when you keep on going with this chapter and verses and everything, the woman, conjure up familiar spirits. She got in touch with her, left hand side, demonic stuff. She made I'm not saying Samuel come down from the third heavens, man. And they have the power to do that. Because again, this is a Satan world. You have ears to hear. You gotta be a high level witch, wizard, and stuff like that to do that, man.
Um, that's right. That's right. So yeah, we can keep going into that.
On this book of Obadiah, verse 9.
Uh,
And thy mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
wow, Shema Mashak Yabashah. And remember, Taman was basically a chief city in Edom, ancient Edom. All right, that was a chief city, kind of like your modern day Philadelphia, right? Um, wait, is Philadelphia a city, or is that the state? Shalom. Uh, like your modern day San Francisco's.
I mean, I don't know these United States like that for real.
Yeah, kind of like, yeah, I don't know. It was, yeah, kind of slocky. It was, yeah, Philadelphia's a city. I was thinking Pennsylvania, right? But you modern day Atlanta's, that was Timon, right? But it says what? Thy mighty men, O Timon, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. That's going to happen, man. That's really going to happen. Everyone, right? I don't care if there's some good old Edomites, or I know some good white people, right? No, everyone out of the mount of Esau will be cut off by slaughter. And even the mighty men of Timon, what is that going into? The soldiers of Esau, right? The soldiers, these people in the army, they're going to be cut off as well, right? If you go over there in World War III, right over there in the state of Israel, in the Valley of Megiddo, in the Valley of Decision, the Havrashaphat, right? Multitudes in the Valley of Decision, right? And you're gonna hey, it's not gonna look good, right? You're gonna seek your death. You're gonna bury your own grave, man. Right? Calm.
Come on. Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou
Mm-hmm.
shalt be cut off forever.
How long?
Forever.
Forever. Calm. So for the violence, and another reason, because we know that the Most High hated Esau even before they were born. You want to get that in the book of Romans, chapter 9, real quick?
Come on. Romans chapter 9. And verse, I start at verse 12.
Calm.
So look, I start at verse 11.
Calm.
And it reads, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil,
Mm-hmm.
that the purpose of God according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was
Right.
said to her, the elder shall serve the younger.
Con. So, hey, before the children were even born, the Most High hated, right? Even before the children did any good or evil, the Most High said, "I'm gonna choose Jacob and I hate Esau." Right. So when we go back to this in Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10, another reason for the Most High killing Esau is for the violence against his brother Jacob. Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Right after their 1,000 years of captivity. When you read that in the book of Revelation, 20th chapter. Right. So come,
There's a book of
Select.
Job.
come.
Oh, Con. Go ahead, King.
No, go ahead, bring it out, King.
You got it out.
Con. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yet he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The
Mm,
eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. So in the kingdom of heaven, after 1,000 years of slavery, we're going to exterminate, the mountain of Esau, the nation of Esau. And some more years go by, probably even days. We still gonna be turning up. Yasharala and Yishmayah might be sipping some yan. Right, I'm kind of over there, doing my thing. Right, hey, we gonna forget about him. Esau not gonna be in our mind, man.
that's right.
Right. The only time you might remember Esau, which I doubt, because this says you're not, but as a carnal level, just joking around, is when you need somebody to bring you something as a slave, man. I'm like, damn, I wish I had Esau. Well, he's gone. He's out the way. Come
Con. Con.
Right.
Hey, quick precept. This is the book of Amos, chapter 1 and verse 11. Thus saith the Lord for Salaki. Thus saith the Lord for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually and kept his wrath forever, man. So for the so-called white man and his hatred towards the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man, he has to pay for that. The Lord said for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 meaning perfection, man. 3 is a number of completion, and 4 meaning a number for emphasis, man. All right, and we all understand through the precepts that the so-called white man, he inflicted or he increased our affliction. Roughly paraphrasing as the scriptures say. All right, I'm gonna get one more precept. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel. All right, chapter 35 and verse 5. That's what you had.
Yeah, you got it, King.
See that? That's the spirit. That's
All
the
praise.
spirit. You want to bring it out?
Well, I already, flip back.
Con. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. All right. It reads, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee, man. So the so-called white man, he hasn't hated blood. Now, what does that mean, man? Does that mean he looking at gangs the Crips versus the Bloods, and he didn't hate the Bloods. He was kind of on the Crip side. What is this going into, man? This is going into the fact that the so-called white man, hey, he loves bloodshed, man. He loves murder. He likes to go to these different lands and rape, rob, and murder the indigenous people of that landmass, man. That's the type of things that the so-called white man gets off on. He loves to pillage, right? He loves to kill all the men of the village, rape the women, so on and so forth. All right, those are the characteristics of the so-called white man, right? A savage, man, a barbarian, man, right? A damn barbarian, right? And the Lord said, hey, because you haven't hated blood, man, blood is going to pursue you, man. Straight up. That's it on that, King.
And a precept real quick, right? Job 18:17, right? His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the streets, right? So Esau's remembrance. This is how wicked this man is, and this is how much the Most High hates this man, right? How much more us, right? Because the Esau's remembrance is going to be blotted out, right? People, hey, we're going to be like, hey, the thought of Esau will not be in our mind at all, right? When he gets it's like eradicated off the face of the earth, right? Verse 18, he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. You see that? I mean, he's going to be gone, right? That's why the nation's going to be like, hey, where's Esau at, right? And also, let me get this real quick. It's heckin' funny.
This is like a spiritual music, man. I'm bobbing my head to this thing, man.
Come. See, that's how you know, right? It's a song. Proverbs 11:10, right? When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth. Hey, so, right, well, let me keep going. And when the wicked perish, there is shouting, right? So, hey, when Esau perishes, hey, we're not going to be like, oh, look at Esau, he's going away, he's perishing, right? Kind of clapping like this. Oh, Esau, he's finally gone, right? Bye. No, we're going to be shouting, man. Right? We won't be screaming, call on me, how about Shimon, right? Come on, we're gonna be shouting. When the wicked, hey, Slock it. Let me read that again. When the wicked perish, there is shouting. Right? Hey, Esau might be shouting. You know what I'm saying? Start calling us, the bywords again, right? But in the Hebrew, start calling us a monkey in Hebrew, right? Hey, come on. But yeah, that's it on that though.
You might have Akim, busting out the stinky lead in the wilderness, man. I'm gonna do the stinky lead, man. Turning up.
God.
Got to it.
I got two more quick precepts. All right, This is the Psalms, chapter 79 and verse 10. Right, Psalm 79 and 10. It says, actually, I'll start at verse 6. It says, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. For they devoured Jacob and laid waste his dwelling place, his dwelling place, man. Right? So the heathen, man, they did us dirty, man. Hey, straight up and down, man. Right? They did us dirty. They did us the worst way, as they like to say, man. We went out the worst way, especially when it came to the so-called white man. Right? He did us dirty. Jump into verse 10. It says, wherefore should the heathen say, where is their God? So they even mock you, man. And they say, well, where is your God at, man? We putting you through hell, man, but where is your God at? Look at these people crying out, man. They can't even help themselves. Man, they how we be saying, hey, Babylon is finished. They probably be looking at it, hey, these guys are finished, man. They don't know what the hell is going on. Hey, that goes back to the curses, man. We in astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. They walk past and say, hey, is this the city of glory? Right? Roughly paraphrasing. It says, Khan. Right? It says, let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servant, which is shed, man. And that's how the heathen are going to know the Lord, man. By the revenging of the blood of the servants, man. Who are the servants? The Israelites. One more precept. This is the book of Psalms, right? Chapter 68 and verse 2. As smoke is driven away, so drive them away. As wax melted before the fire, So let the wicked perish at the presence of God, man. You see that? Hey, as smoke is driven away, you know how you know brothers burn incense. You know, you kind of got the smoking and just out of there. That's how it's gonna be with the so-called white man, and that's gonna be a happy day. You know, brothers gonna be hitting the wall in that day, man. You know, brothers are still doing that. You know, reading on verse 3, it says, "But let the righteous be glad; let them rejoice before Yahweh. Yeah, let them exceedingly rejoice, man." So, like the brother said, hey, we gonna be teed up, Lord willing. You know, hey, we gonna be teed up, man. Straight up.
Well, you know you will, because it says in I believe Revelation, they had songs in their mouth and everything like that. Or they're not just doing praises, call on your Bash and They call on your Bash. Hey, someone might just jump down, you know. Oh, you
Right.
got it.
Hey, they gonna be saying raise it, man. The same way Edom did, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Raise it.
You gonna be saying raise it, the same way they did to us.
Con.
We can get back, bro.
Con.
Raise it. Con. This book of Obadiah, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners enter into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them.
Right. So this is going into basically when we were being carried away into captivity, right? Instead of Esau, Slaki, read verse 12 again. I mean, Slaki, 2.
Verse 11 or verse 2?
Read the next verse.
Verse
Because
12.
Con.
But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger.
Uh-huh.
Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress.
Con, the water. So that's going into what? When we were carried away into captivity, right? Shalom. Right? When we were carried away into captivity, and these Edomites would act as what? They would act as slave catchers, right? So what that means is that look, when we became a stranger, right? And Esau, this is how Esau doesn't want to be our brother, right? He's killing us, putting us in captivity. When we were trying to run away from the Babylonians and trying to run away from these damn other nations, right? That was putting us into slavery. Instead of Esau helping us, he would catch us and bring us back, right? Does that sound like a true brother to you, right? That don't sound like a brother, right? So that's what the Most High he's getting on Esau, right, for doing that kind of stuff, right? And so that's what that basically is going into. And also in verse 12 it says, "But thou shouldest not have looked on the brother on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress." When we read the account in the book of Judith, we guess what? When the Babylonians were fighting against us, right? Guess who came with them? Esau and Moab, right? Yeah, no business, fighting against us, but he came with, right? Yeah. Oh, you fighting against the children of Israel? Yeah, let me get on that too, right? That's what they did. Also, let me get this in the book of Psalms, chapter 137, one of my favorite psalms. Psalm chapter 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom. So this psalm is saying unto the Lord, remember the children of Edom, right? In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. When Jerusalem was being compassed about and being burnt down to the ground, Esau said, raise it, meaning what? Burn it, even to the foundation thereof, even to the ground of it, even to the rocks of it, right? That's what that means. O daughter of Babylon, that's how you know that Esau is Babylon. Because it said, O daughter of Babylon, right? Who art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Right? So, so we're gonna be happy in that day, man. When we take the damn the babies of these Edomites and dash them against the stones. Right? So come on.
Brother, you got precept?
Precept. Right. It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 30. Right. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Right. So the Most High, he said, hey, be glad. Right. Verse 31. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoice at thy fall.
Mm-hmm.
Miserable are the cities which thy children serve, man. So hey, they gonna be miserable in that day, man. Oh yeah, we seen they did that to the Israelites. Moab, like the brothers going into, hey, they gonna be miserable, man. You know, all the people that had no right to really do this to the children of Israel, right? Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons, man. So hey, they're gonna be miserable. Right? All the daughters getting raped, man. The families of our children back in the Babylonian captivity, bro. Right? They're gonna be miserable in these days. Right? Verse 33. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad for thy fall, so she shall be grieved for her own desolation, man. So that's what's coming to these nations that afflicted us in in the time of distress, man. Like the brothers is getting, you know, come,
Mm.
right?
You got one, Ahbayah?
La,
Fine. It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 10. All right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and 10. It says, let us oppress the, and this is what the wicked say, man. You know, not only, wicked Jake, but this is also the things as Esau is talking about as well, man. When you read this account, of course, this is going into Hamashiach Yahushua, but hey, you got to look at things double to that which is when you in the spirit. All right. So you got to open up your spiritual eye when you're reading this. All right, but this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged, man. And that's exactly how the so-called white man gets down. All right, he gonna oppress the poor. He gonna oppress the righteous. He gonna oppress the widow, and he's not gonna show reverence unto the aged. You know, you got the elders or the youngest in this thing, man. It doesn't. Hey, when it comes to Esau, man, hey, he live by. Hey, anybody can get it, man. That's how you get down, you know. So the Lord, yeah, he's saying, you know what? I got something for that, man. You know, because you don't got no business living like this anyway. But of course, the Lord has raised up these nations. Let me get that real quick in the book of Joshua, right? The 11th chapter. Because the Lord has raised up these nations for one specific reason, man. And we finna find out why. All right, this is the book of Joshua, right? Chapter 11 and verse 20. For it was of the Lord to harden their hearts, that they should come against Israel in battle. So it's all of the Lord, man. You know, Esau and his wicked hatred, his perpetual hatred unto the children of Israel, it's all ordained from the Most High God, right? That he might destroy them utterly, and that they, right, and that they might have no favor, but that he might destroy them as the Lord commanded Moses, man. You see that? So these other nations, man, and chiefly the so-called white man, that's why we in the book of Obadiah, beautiful book, beautiful topic to say the least, you know. Hey, this is beautiful, man. Like the brother said, this is music to our ears. Understanding that the man that has been set up, you know, for X amount of years, man, is going to be taken off his power seat and cast down, man. That's what we waiting on. That's the patience and the faith of the saints.
Mm-hmm.
That's it on that.
I got a quick precept real quick. Oh, Salah, you got it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7. I'll get verse 11 real quick. God judgeth the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day. So the Most High is angry with the wicked every day, man. Right? You over here sleeping, man. You laughing, you on some young, you sleeping, right? But the Most High is still angry, man. His face is probably like stuck like stone, mad, because he's an austere man. I'm gonna jump down to verse 14. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity and hath conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. Right? So this is what he's sowing. He's sowing iniquity. He's sowing mischief. He brought forth falsehood. That's what he's sowing on the earth. So let's see what he's going to reap. Right? He made a pit and digged it and has fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his pet on his pate, man. And that's how you know the Lord is a Jake. For not the carnal man speaking for, because the Lord is a Jake. At basketball they be doing that. I know you might know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking. Yeah, man. Right on his own head, man. That's what the Most High going into, right? So whatever he done to us is he gonna get doublefold, man. Right? Tenfold in the least. But come on.
Okay. Got precept. All right. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 20, and verse 17. Right? Let us pass. So, hey, during this time, we were trying to get to the promised land, right? To the land of Canaan, right? But to get to the land of Canaan, the Most High made us go the long way, right? Which took 40 years, right? That 40 years in the wilderness. So we actually have to take the long way. We have to go down by Sinai, up, and then pass through Moab, the land of Moab, and the land of Edom, right? We try to go past the land of Edom too, right? And we're reading that right now. Numbers chapter 20, verse 17. Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards. Neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand nor to the left until we have passed thy borders. So we came out to Esau very peacefully, man, saying, hey, we're not going to drink any water. We're not going to kill your beasts, right? We're not going to mess with anything. We're just going to pass through the king's way, right? And we just be on your way. It's a shortcut, right? Verse 18. And Edom said unto him, let's see if Esau was, our brother, right here. Let's say, if Esau, oh, sure, sure, come on in, right? Edom said unto him, thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. You see that? So he said, no, I'm gonna jack you up, right? We're gonna go to war, right? Let's get down to verse 21. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border, wherefore Israel turned away from him. See that? So Esau couldn't even let us go through the land, man. Right? What kind of brother is that? He's not a brother, right? Though he is the brother of Jacob on a spiritual level, right? He's not our brother, man. He's our enemy. Come on, you got it.
My quick precept. All right, this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15, and I'm going to read verse 46. Right now, Asia, that are partakers of the hope of Babylon and art the glory of her person. So this is just context to get that all these nations are in this together with Babylon. Right, I'm jumping to verse 54. Right, set forth the beauty of thy countenance. The reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom. Therefore shalt thou receive recompense, man. Right, verse 56, the point. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, says the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief, man. So everything that these people did to us, man, that's gonna happen to them, man. The Most High, he's gonna put it in his power inside us and make it do it to them, man. All the killing they did to us, man. Hey, that's the same thing is literally gonna happen to them. We're gonna be chopping off heads, right down, stabbing, and we're gonna literally take the babies and dash them into the stones, man. That's exactly what these people has done unto the Most High's chosen, right? So therefore, it's going to happen to them. Verse 57, thy children shall die of hunger. So, hey, every captivity we was in, our children died of hunger, man. From Babylon to Assyria, right, to Egypt, literally every captivity, bro, right? Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword, man. So they going to die the same death we was dying, man. They going to get slain for no reason, man. Just because we feel like it, man. Just because we don't like how you look. That's what's going to happen to them. Right? And thou shalt fall to the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. Man. Hey, so that's really getting ready to happen to these people, right? You think the Most High is not going to repay the same things y'all did unto his chosen, man? Come
on. Exactly. And he not looking for peace, man. The so-called white man has never looked for peace, man. And that goes all the way back to Genesis. I'm going to grab this account real quick, right? It's the book of Genesis, chapter 32 and 3, right? And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau, his brother, unto the land of Seir, the country of Edom. So in this situation right now, you got Jacob, kind of sitting on a letter over to Esau, right? We finna see what Jacob says, all right? And he commanded them, saying, thus shall ye speak unto my lord Esau. Why did he say my lord Esau? Because we understand, that Lord is just the title, right? We understand Esau, hence the reason why you saying my Lord, because Esau will be over him in terms of who came out first, right? It says, thy servant Jacob saith thus, I have sojourned with Laban and stayed there until now. I have oxen and asses, flocks and men servants and women servants, and I have sent to tell thee, my Lord, that I may find grace in thy sight. So, hey, Jacob, he kind of beseeching Esau, man. Look, man, I got women with me. I got men with me. I got my cattle. I got my flock with me, man. Hey, please have mercy upon me, man. Please let me find grace in your sight. Let's see what Esau did. All right. And he said, right, verse 6, and the messengers returned to Jacob, saying, we came to thy brother Esau, and also he cometh to meet thee, and 400 men with him. You see that? So Esau, man, hey, Jacob, he sent out a letter beseeching grace and mercy to pass. Esau came to meet the messengers with 400 militant men, man. That's how Esau get down, right? Now you're gonna have to kind of read the rest of the account, right? But hey, Jacob was beseeching Esau, man. Jacob was asking for mercy, man. And what did Esau do? Hey, man, he strapped up. He said, hey, everybody get their sword. Let's go. We finna go slay Jacob and everything that he got. And Jacob had to kind of get crafty, man. See, he had to, hey, but
Yeah,
that's
James was hard.
Khan.
This is a book of God, preach of Allah.
You got it.
Obadiah. We back in Obadiah.
Yeah, we can go back to that.
Book of Obadiah, verse 12. But thou shouldst not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldst thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldst thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldst not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldst not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Verse 14. Neither shouldst thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldst thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress.
Khan and Salaki, real quick. Yeah, that's going into how Esau, when we were trying to run away, right, being slaves, they'll catch us, right? Where you going? I got you. Right? Where you going? They'll round us up, bring us back to the damn Babylonians or to the Assyrians, or to the Moabites or whatever, right? And it says, neither shouldst thou have delivered up those, meaning what? When you get delivered up, that's not talking about being saved. That's talking about, you being delivered up to like how Yahweh Shah said in the book of Matthew chapter 10, delivered up to what? The kings and the governors, you know what I'm saying? To be scourged in the synagogue, stuff like that, right? That's what that means. Of those of his that did remain in the day of distress, right? So come.
Verse 15. You got precepts out your Allah?
Come on, I can't even reply. This is the book of Lamentations. The brothers are reading this out. Lamentations 4.
Right, break it out.
Come on. This book of Lamentations, chapter 4, in verse 21. The point. Well, let's just start at verse 19, man. Let's get on Esau, right? Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness, man. So they probably had guards waiting, man, every other second, man. They'll have guards just going up and down where we used to pass, man. Where you going? You're like, come on, man. Snatching our babies, man. This really happens, man. Still to this day, these Edomites have these damn white vans and chasing down the damn Judites, man. Till this day, right? They are swifter than eagles and they wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord was taken in their pits. Of whom we said, under his shadow, we shall live among the heathen. Man. So, hey, we living among the heathen, man. We living among this crafty people that only desire to kill, rape, rob, and murder us, huh? Really, right? Verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, that Slucky, thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked, man. So ultimately, this is going into when they're going to be revealed as the son of perdition. But hey, man, this is what we're looking forward to, man. You know, when all the nations see thy nakedness, hey, it's gonna be happy, man. We're gonna be happy as hell, man. You know, everybody, hey, free Esau, F the white man. You know, all the hey, back in the day, Jake knew that this was the white man, man. They'll say, hey, that's the man. You know, they would have that type of connection to, hey, that's the Edomite right there, man. Back in the day, right? But it said, rejoice and be glad. Hey, these people, hey, they better, get the mark of the beast, right? Take the so-called chip in the mark of the beast. We know what the real mark of the beast is. It's not the damn RFID chip. All right, they'll think that, right? Get all the poison in your body. Rejoice and be glad, man. Get the damn superpowers you think you're gonna get, man. Right? The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, man. So this is this joyful day we waiting on, man. We waiting on this deliverance, man. We waiting us to get out of the captivity. Over thousands of years we've been in captivity, man. Right? And once we get this kingdom, there's no going back, man. It's gonna be forever, man.
Daniel
Right?
2:44.
Come on. Oh, Zion, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins, man. Say that's what we waiting on, man. We went on that gracious day where the Most High, he actually punishes our damn slave masters, man. You know, people just think he's not going to do this, but he's a long-suffering and merciful God, man. You know, so we just got to wait on this deliverance from these damn enemies. We saw it from the Most High by our enemies, man. You know, come on.
It's the book of Obadiah, verse 15. Where the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
Hey. It's lucky. I got a quick preset for that.
Okay, you got it.
Gone. Brother probably got a million presets on that. Hey. All right, let's bring it rapid fire then. It's the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, "Be not deceived, God is not mocked." Hey, you really deceived, and you really mocking the Most High. If you think that the Most High is going to just let Esau get away all the things that he has done, right? The Most High just sweep that under the blanket, right? You really deceived if you think that, right? But let's keep reading. It says, "Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. You reap what you sow. You get what you give. This is the universal principle, man. Right? Fine, you got it.
You got it, everybody.
Come on, you got it. So you got it.
Come on. Let's just get the classic, right? Job chapter 4, verse 8. Right? It reads, "Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same, man." Say, that's just something that we waiting on to see, man. It turned back unto them that they've been putting out on this world. And you can read that in First Maccabees chapter 1 and 11. Come on. Hey, brothers don't got a precept. I keep reading.
Go ahead. What was that last one?
That was Job 4 and 8.
Job 4 and 8. That was mighty.
Hey,
go
Slucky,
ahead.
I got.
Oh, Khan.
Yeah, I just got a quick one. Hey, the classic. I gotta bring this out. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. Right? If any man have an ear, let him hear. Right? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience of the faith of the saints, man. Right? I don't even gotta look at it, right? Because the Most High, allow me to memorize that verse, man. Right? Because look, hey, this is one of the Israelite verses right here, right? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, right? As thou hast done, so shall it be done unto thee, right? So if you lead a nation into captivity, man, you go into captivity.
Con.
Gone.
And hey, what I was doing, man, hey, that's the type of wailing and screaming that they gonna be putting forth, man. Trying to get up out that dumb chains, man. Trying to get up out that thing. Nah, you gotta deal with it, man.
Right.
You gotta deal with
Right.
it. You know, hey, we was at camp one time, you know, Edomite try to, you know, justify what the hell was going on. Hey man, do you think there wasn't good people on them slave ships? You know, do you think there wasn't good men, women, and children that had to get brought over here butt naked, stripped of their nationality, their language, their heritage, everything they knew, be brought over onto a whole new landmass and put in hardcore bondage? Like, come on, man. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel chapter 9 and 10. All right, it says, and as for me also, mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense their way upon their head, man. So the Lord, hey, he get down how you get down, man. You wanna, you know, sow all this, hey, you gonna reap the same, man. All right, but that's it on that.
Appreciate. I just book of Baruch. Con, you got it, boy. You got it. So lucky.
You good? I got one after you.
Con. Let's get that real fast. Chapter 4, verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High, for thine enemy has persecuted thee. But shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck, man. You know, say we gonna, hey man, y'all know that thing, you know, where damn Jake get a fresh haircut, man. We gonna be doing that with a damn sword, man. You know, we gonna, hey, that's a neck, damn slice their damn head off, man. You know? That's literally gonna happen, man. Give me that damn head, man. Right? My devils once have gone rough ways and were taken as a flock caught of the enemies, man. Come on, you gotta go by it.
Oh yeah, that's a neck. Yeah, I remember that in middle school. It was some hard slaps too. It wasn't no nice slaps. Revelation, yeah, lunch. So let me keep going though. Revelation 18 and verse 5, and it reads, "For her sins have reached into heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled, filled to her double." So hey, she gonna get double. You know everything she did. You know she kind of put us in slavery. I believe. Where is that? I forgot. I believe I don't know where is that, but they're gonna be putting this in a pit, for like a better terms, right? So they're gonna be in darkness as well, and they're gonna be going through it more than we went, you know, through it, you know, with slavery and everything. But the Lord deals with you reap what you sow, and that's what I like about the Most High. He deals with righteous judgment, you know.
Right. Con, you got it.
Con, it's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 25 and 27. Therefore, thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall, and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. Right? So the Lord is making them drink this cup, man. Right? And they got to deal with it. Right? Verse 28. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus saith the Lord, ye shall certainly drink. So ain't no escaping it, man. You know, you gonna have they be trying to escape their judgment out there on the highways and byways, but in that day, it ain't no escaping it, man. It ain't no walking off, grabbing Rachel and Amy, y'all kind of, increase your damn walking pattern. Nah, man, in that day, man, yeah, you gonna have hunters out there, man. You gonna have fishermen out there, man. Rising up out of the ground, jumping up out of trees. Brothers probably flying. Brothers got damn night vision. Here you in the damn forest thinking you good in the cave. Hey man, you gonna have a brother, stalking you out, man. The brother that you kind of wouldn't let it get off work. And the Lord appointed unto him to get you back solely. Because of how much you was an a-hole, man. So now he got to deal with you kind of, first he probably gonna deal with your kids, man. Probably put your kids to death before he even touch you, man.
Yeah.
so on and so forth. But
By
that's
the
it.
way with his wife.
Con. Hey, you might take one punch, man. She might be out of here, man. Salaki.
Gone.
God.
Come on.
Hey, it might be a one-hit wonder, man.
One Punch Man in this thing.
God, one punch, man.
One Punch Man.
Oh snap.
Come on, but we can keep going into that though.
Slug. One more precept.
Oh, Khan, yeah, you got it.
Come, right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse 14. The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they cause Egypt to err in every work as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit, man. So, hey, the same thing this is spiritual Egypt right here, man. They gonna be staggering their own damn vomit. Seeing their baby head get chopped off from a damn black man, say, hey, oh damn, try to walk in that damn vomit by themselves. Hey, we're gonna chop their head off too, man. It's gonna fall in their damn vomit.
Gone.
Verse 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, but the head or tail, branch or rush may do, man. Shimma Mashiach Yahushua, man.
By Hashem
Like,
Yahweh.
shot. Con.
This is literally the depression that's happening to these people that are doing this to us, man, on a day-to-day basis, man. Literally, man.
Oh wait, Slocky, I just thought of the precept too.
Bring that out.
Con. Hey, Con, yeah. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 12. The golden rule, right? It says, therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye all even so to them, for this is the law and the prophets. So the so-called white man, I guess he must want robbery. I guess he must want murder, because that's what he pursues, right? That's what he perpetuates throughout all the earth, man. Lying, deceit, vanity, sin, right? Malice, right? Killings, right? Murdering, pillaging, the taking of lands. So if Esau, if he does that, if he puts that on the earth, guess what is going to come to him, right? If you want that, hey, that's coming to you, right? The sword is coming to Esau, right? The plagues are sent, and who may turn them back, right? Like it says in the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16, right? So hey, just wait, Esau, because your time is up, man, right? And the time draw near, like the scripture says, where the reward will come upon your own head, right? Swiftly, So calm.
It's a book of Obadiah, verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
Right, meaning that Esau has just been killing, robbing, murdering, and perpetuating all that pillaging upon the earth, right? And so, like how it says right here, yea, they shall drink, they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they have not been. And basically, the Most High is going to destroy these nations along with Esau, and it's going to be like they never been, like China was never been, right? Like America was never been, right? These great empires had never been, right? That's how destroyed they're going to be, right? And they might have like damn huts, in the damn kingdom, man. You go to the land of Moab, it's all dirty, right? Rats everywhere. Esau it's like in Moab kind of eyeing the rats,
But can't touch him because he got fringes on. Now you got to keep the law.
Yeah, come on. He's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You might go to the land of Esau. Oh man, it's desolate over there, right? It's gonna look like the hoods, even worse. Yeah, it's gonna look bad. Esau kind of drinking sewage water, right? And you're gonna look at this man and be like, this man ruled the world. Please, you know what I'm saying, right? So come on, they're gonna be as though they had not been,
And Salaki, on another fold, when brothers that be drinking, heavy drinkers, when you sip, man, you know, and it hit your chest, man, you start to get a little wobbly in this thing, man. You start to act, you know, unusual. You become less aware. You start acting out. You can't see as well. You're not as aware, man. So when it says right, it says they shall swallow down. So once they take a drink of that cup, man, of the recompense unto their own heads, it says they shall be as though they had not been, man. So they're gonna be drunken the same way they made everybody else drunk. It's the same way they're gonna have to be drunken, man. All right.
Right.
All right, precept. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Straight like that. Therefore the nations are mad, man. They all drunk. Moab, Elam, and Ammon. Who else? Ishmael. Of course, Esau. Who else, man? All the nations are upset, man.
Moab.
All the nations of Ham.
The Hagarenes.
I was gonna say too, you know, hey, when you drinking, you know, and you sober up, man, you kind of mad about, you know, you might come to find out all the things you was doing while you was, you know, lit, you know, so on and so forth. That's how these other nations go be, man. You know, once they finally sober up and realize that America is nothing but a damn whore, and man, that's when they gonna revolt, man. That's when they, you know, they gonna cut all ties. All right, but that's it on that.
I just want to make a point too. Before you drink, you're kind of healthy, if you know what I'm talking about. And when you get drunk and you wake up, you have an STD. And I know a lot of people that you know that happen and everything, right? Just because they got drunk. You see, so we can keep going though.
It's like precept, right? It's the book of Job, chapter 20, in verse. I'm gonna start at verse 7. Right, yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Right? So, hey, we literally gonna say, what happened to these Edomites? You know, after that 1,000 years when they get destroyed, what the hell happened to them, man? They used to be so great in this world. They used to produce all these damn wicked ass devices, man. What happened to these people? Right? Verse 8, he shall fly away as a dream, it shall not be found. Yet he shall be chased away as a vision of the night, man. You know, so hey, the damn children of Israel and the damn in damn New Jerusalem, man. They can, hey, get the hell away from us, Esau. All these things we heard about you did to my forefathers, get the hell away from us, man. You know, they really gonna be scared of the children of Israel in those days, man. Literally, bro. Right? Verse 9. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Man. So hey, Babylon's gonna be desolate. Damn land of Edom, they gonna be in there. That shit gonna be desolate as well, man. You know, it's gonna be like the damn slums in the woods, right? Verse 10, his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their gods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust, man. So you know, all these things that young Esau did, you know, after the dark ages, they did all the wickedness they did. That's just gonna happen to them, huh? You know, we're gonna do the same things unto them. Purposely put devices in their things, man, in their cities. Purposely put crack and damn cocaine in their stuff, man. You know, of course they're gonna keep the laws, but we still gonna do stuff like this, man. You know, we have to. This is literally, they do this to us on a day-to-day basis, man. Right, verse 12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, man. So they even try to hide this thing, man. That's exactly what we gonna do to them, man. You know, try to hide some damn, you know, put damn hella rats in their city, man. You know, damn hella dogs. Right? We're gonna do that to them, but hey, we didn't do it, man. You know, just like they did it to us, man. Right? And I'm jump to verse Slucky. I'm gonna jump to verse 18 for the point. That which he labored for shall he restore, shall not swallow it down according to his substance. Shall the restitution be, he shall not rejoice therein, man. You know, say they're not gonna rejoice over that cup that they're gonna drink, man. If you got ears to hear, they're not gonna be happy for it, man. But here's why: because he hath oppressed and has forsaken the poor, because he has violently taken away in house which he builded not, man. You know, say he didn't make the nation of Israel, right? He didn't make the blessed Spanish and Native Americans. Why are you trying to take us like this, man? Why are you putting us in this hardcore bondage like we did something to you, man? You know, and we got a reason to do all the stuff we finna do to y'all, man. We have a reason, man. It's not like y'all just been nice to us for thousands of years, man. Y'all literally did this wickedness unto the children of Israel, man. Until the
Mhm,
most high chosen people, right? Right?
mhm.
That's the same thing that's gonna be happening to y'all soon to come, man. Lord willing tomorrow, man. Lord willing in a week. Lord willing
Right.
to run. Like, come on, man. Like Lord willing as soon as possible. You know?
Right.
Con.
Come on.
Brother said, Lord
Right.
willing, tomorrow, man. Straight up.
Come on. That's right. Hey, in Zechariah, that reminded me that precept in Zechariah, whosoever touches you touches the apple of mine eye. All right. So what does that mean? If you touch the children of Israel, man, hey, that's like you touching the Most High, you know? And we know what happens if you try to fight against the Most High, right? You get utterly destroyed. And I got a precept on. Oh, Slacky. Yeah, we can keep going on that though.
Con, that's a just balance too, because you got Jacob's trouble, but when that time is up, it's gonna be Esau trouble.
Yeah, it's gonna be Esau, true, and these other nations too. But yeah, we getting on Esau right now though. Con.
This is book of Obadiah in verse 17.
Con.
But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness in the house of Jacob. Let me read it again. Obadiah, verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
I got a precept on that real quick. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, right? Not Mount Esau, not Mount Timon, not Mount Seir, not Mount Everest, right? Mount Zion, man, right? Joel chapter 2 and verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call in the name of the Lord shall be delivered. Oh, Christians, they love that, right? You so-called Christians, they love that. See, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be delivered. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, red, green, right? But it says what? For in Mount Zion, so in Mount Zion, right? Israel, and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, and as the Lord hath said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call, right? So in Israel is going to be delivered. That's what the Most High is going to save, all right?
Kind of that precept. Book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as
Mm,
it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. Yeah,
come,
say it like that.
yeah, like that.
Come on. All right, I got two. Right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2 and verse 2, the classic. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the morning, so that the mount of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it, man. You know, so these nations is literally gonna beg us for damn gold, like beg us for damn food, man. That's what's gonna happen, man. Right? And we're going to be exalted above all mountains. It's not a damn literal mountain, man. Mount Zion ain't gonna be the damn high. It might be twofold, man. You know, it might literally be Mount Zion's the highest mountain, but this is going into the nation of man. We're gonna be the best people, and we're gonna damn water's gonna be flowing from us, man. Living waters, man. Right? Now let me give a root, chapter 5 and verse 9. Right? For the Most High shall lead thee, Israel, with joy in the light of his glory, with the mercy of his righteousness that cometh from him, man. Right? But this thing is coming from the Most High, and this thing is only for us, man. It's not for these people who oppress us on a day-to-day basis. This is literally for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans only, man. You know, come.
That's right. Yeah, I got a quick precept, right? Because it says that what? In Obadiah 1 says, "In the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions." So all these riches that these nations have, the gold, the infinite diamonds, the rubies, man, all this different stuff, we're going to have that. We're going to take it as our own. Look at Isaiah chapter 6, Salaki, where am I? Isaiah chapter 61, in verse 6. But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. So in the kingdom, we're going to be named the priests of the Lord. All right. Men shall call you the ministers of our God. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles. Right? Meaning that we're going to have the riches of the Gentiles. And in their glory shall you boast yourselves. Right? Oh yeah, I just got this much money. right? I just got this slave right here, right? Oh, you want him? You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at my nice chariot, man. Right? Look at my mansion, right? Look at how much land I got, right? Oh yeah, I took this island from this Edomite, you know, kind of, you know, and now he's building the house, right? Now he's building another house. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at this, look at that. So in their glory, we're going to boast ourselves, man, in that day, right? We're going to be on top. You know, we're going to be the kings of the earth, the priests of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Report back once again.
And I could have had a dream like that, but I already told y'all that. But if Jake got 5 watches on one hand and just stuff like that, how much more in the kingdom of heaven? You feel me? So yeah, you're gonna be boasting, and it's gonna be a righteous boasting, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Precept. Right. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and 8. Servants have ruled over us. There is none that doeth deliver us out of their hand, man. So these people that have us in captivity right now, man, they're literally supposed to be our servants, man. You know, literally from the beginning of time, they were made for us, man. Right? Doesn't it say in 2nd Ezra chapter 6, the Most High made this whole damn planet for our sakes, man? You know, not only the damn food, not only the damn, water, these damn people, man. Damn heathen. These are people that don't have no type of melanin, right? People that are literally supposed to be our servants, man. They can't do nothing like us, man. They can't play basketball like us, right? Literally, man. Nothing that we can do, they can do, man. Literally, think about that, right? And look, I said it, right? Let me just get it though. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 55. Right? All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes, man. So hey, everything on this damn planet is ours, man. We own this thing, man. You know, we're literally the most high of the damn earth, damn chosen people, man. You know, the person who made everything you see chose one people, and it is us, and he made it for this, man. He made everything for our purpose, man. You know?
Let me just bring it out. I'm already here. Isaiah 14. Let's get the classic. Verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. So we're going to be set in our own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them. The strangers are these other nations. Mm-hmm. Right? And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. When you cleaving, you're not, you begging, man. Right? And the people shall take them. The people is talking about Israel. We're going to take them. Israel going to take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captive, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Like the brother was going into, that was made for handmaids, captives, right? But you know, we going off.
Right.
We can go back to Obadiah, unless the brother got a precept. This is the book of Obadiah, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it.
Nah, brother. Come by, Nah, we have spoken that. We said that.
For the Lord hath spoken it.
Nah, it was Yishmayah. He wrote that up, man.
For the Lord, Yahweh hath spoken.
That's right. Hey, man, you can't get around that. All right, you can't get around that. That's right. I got a quick precept. It's a book of Proverbs, and we kind of already touched on this, but Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 22. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. So the wicked, they're gonna be gone, man. Right? No more wickedness. No more. Esau is the damn cancer of the earth. He needs to be exterminated. When you have cancer in your body, you can't just get some of it. Oh, maybe just save some. That's the good cancer, right? Ain't no damn good cancer, man. You got to get all that, right? Every single cell, right, out of it, so it doesn't grow back, right? So come on.
Precept. You think you got precept, somebody?
You get yours. I got next.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5 and verse 6. Your glorying is not good. Know you not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. So that little leaven is Esau. That whole lump is talking about the nations, the earth, man. Right? A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Now the whole world out of order, right? Chaos, all hell breaking loose, just because Esau came into power, man. All hell started breaking loose. Verse 7. Purge out therefore the old leaven, that you may be a new lump, as you are unleavened. For even Hamashiach, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. We gotta purge out that purge out that old leaven, which is Esau. We gotta purge him out, put him to death, get him out the earth, and then everything's gonna be going good, running in order, righteousness. So come.
Come. Right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 15. Right? Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therein, or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it, as if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself as it were no wood. Verse 16. Therefore shall the Lord of hosts send among his fat ones leanness, and under his glory he shall kindle a burning fire like the burning of a fire. And the light of Israel shall be for a fire, and his Holy One for a flame. And this shall burn and devour his thorns and his briars in one day, man. So what's the thorns and his briars, man? The wicked of this world, man. But the people that only want to set traps, kill, rape, rob, and murder, that's these Edomites, man. What's that? Hey, in one day we gonna take him out, man. Yahushua, man, Hamashiach. Verse 18. And shall consume the glory of his forest and his fruitful field, both soul and body, man. And they shall be as when a stranded bear fainted, man. So they literally gonna be staggering, man. They on their last knees, man. Literally, bro. They gonna be rooted out the damn earth, right? And the rest of the trees of his forest shall be few, that a child may write them. And this is going into these other nations. There are only going to be a few of them, man. Right? But the wickedness and the seed of wickedness is literally these Edomites, man. Literally, bro. So they're gonna have to be out here, man. They're gonna be out this thing, man. Right? Verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as escaped of the house of Israel shall no more stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel in truth, man. So in those days, Israel is going to be the nation it's supposed to be, man. Israel is really going to be the top nation on the earth. Everybody's going to cleave unto us, and all things are going to be in order, man. By Shema Mashiach outside, man. This world is not in order when we are not in order, man. We have to get that in our damn skulls, Israel. Right? Once we turn back to the Lord will turn back into us and put these servants where they got to be, man. Come.
Quick precept. This is Sirach, chapter 43 and 29. The Lord is terrible and very great, and marvelous is his power, man. All right. So, hey, the Lord didn't say in Obadiah 1 and 18 that he was just going to snap his finger and then all so-called white people are going to disappear. He said, no, man, the house of Jacob, the house of Ephraim, they're going to be a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, man. So the Lord, man, he's terrible, man. You finna burn them up, man. They're going to have to feel that. That's the last thing you got to feel before ultimately never touching the earth again, man. Flames, heat, fire. Hey, that's a terrible way to go out, man.
Just Obadiah, verse 19. And they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain the Philistines. And they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the seas of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. In the captivity.
Yeah, real quick. That's just going into we coming back to our land, right? In Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 2, it says that verse 1, we shall be set in our own land, because the Israelites, the real Israelites, aren't in their land right now, right? We are exiled still out of our land, right? So, that's just going into we getting our land back.
Verse 20. And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, Zarephath,
Come.
and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is in Sepharad, shall
Mm-hmm.
possess the cities of the south.
Come. And Slocky, real quick, Safari is not going into Spain. There's no significant evidence to support that the Sephardic Jews, as we get the Sephardic Jews from. They'll take this verse and say that, look, it's talking about us. We're going to go back to Jerusalem. It's not talking about Spain. You can't prove that it's talking about Spain. So Safari is an unknown is an unknown region, right? But it's just talking about Israelites from different regions of the earth coming back to possess our land once again, right? Taking our land back, right? So come.
Verse 21. And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's.
Bosh.
I mean,
Right, and you do have multiple saviors, right? You do have multiple saviors. You have the ultimate savior, which is ultimately the Most High. Then you got Yahushua, right? But then you also have Israelites that's called saviors, right? Um,
Precept.
um, it's like yeah. Let me bring this out real quick.
Uh,
This is the book of mm, Yeah, I'm gonna get this. James chapter 5 and verse 19. Brethren, if any of you do err from the truth and one convert him, right? So if you bring a brother into the truth or sister into the truth, right, and you convert him, verse 20, let him know that he which converted the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins. So that's you being a savior right there, right? You saving the souls and lives of your of the Israelites through the power of the Most High Yahweh Shah, right?
uh,
Come.
and Salakia, but can you read the previous verse?
uh,
What?
bro. This is the book of Obadiah. Dang, all hell kind of breaking loose a lot here. They getting computer, but this is the book of Obadiah. He said, read the previous verse.
I think it's the second to last, well, the third to last.
So this is the book of Obadiah, verse 20. And the captivity of this host of the children of Israel.
The one before that, Salakia. I should have been at it, Salakia.
You good? That is verse 20. Oh, the
The
one
one,
before that, verse 19. And they of the south shall possess the Mount of Esau, and they of the plain, the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead.
right? Precept. Right, this is second Ezra chapter 2 and verse 10. Thus says the Lord unto Ezra, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem. Right? So that's the precept of the brothers going into. This is only for the Israelites, man. It's not for the damn so-called whatever whatever Jews, man. You know, it's for the children of Israel, right? Tell my tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I would have given them, so like which I would have given unto Israel. Their glory also will I take unto me, and give thee the everlasting tabernacles, right? Which I have prepared for them. They shall have the tree of life for an ointment of a sweet savior. They shall neither labor nor be weary, man. So this is going to happen unto us, man. You know, ultimately in this, it was talking about, hey, what if I give this to another people? Right? Ultimately, the Most High, that's what he's going into in this verse. I mean, it's like the chapter. Hey, he's giving us to us, man, because we turn it back unto him. You know, right? Verse 11, their glory also will I take unto me and give these the everlasting tabernacle, which I prepare for them. They shall have the tree of life for an ointment of the sweet Savior. They shall neither labor nor be weary. Go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. So watch, man. So this kingdom is already prepared for us, man. You know, our damn children's streets is already prepared, man. You know, where they damn parks, wherever they're gonna be at, it's already prepared for us, man. You know, this place is prepared for us. So hey, repent and you know, do what the Most High has us required, man. You know, come. I just had to bring that out.
Hey, that's fire.
Come,
This is the book of Psalms. What's the luck? Were you done, King?
come. I was done.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2, and verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession. So the Lord said, hey, just ask, man. For real. Just ask. But the point
Right.
is, I'll keep going actually. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. But that's the point. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. I'm not speaking to you, kings, I'm not speaking to everybody who's watching this. No, the Lord's speaking to everybody who's watching this, man. I'm nobody, I'm just a vessel. But hey, he says, be wise. You a king, you a judge, man. We're the real judges. On a low level, Judge Judy, that's not a real judge. A real judge, a lawyer who knows these the law and stuff like that. We're the real judges, man. The real kings. You see that?
Okay.
Bahashima Mashiach Womalaki, how was shot, man.
Sure, I'll check out.
Uh,
Oh, man.
Yeah, come on. You got precept here, mine.
Come, jump in there, right? Touching on these saviors, right? The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and 8. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. Point blank, period. Simple as day, man. Right? You know, the elect Israelite man is gonna be, you know, the judge of the earth in that day, man. And we all know when the righteous are in authority, man, the people rejoice. Straight up. You know, but that's it on that.
straight to the point.
Let me bring this out real quick.
Oh, you got it.
Come. Right. This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 9 and verse 27. Therefore, right, thou deliverest them into the hand of their enemies, who vexed them, and in the time of their trouble, when they cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven. Meaning that what? Nehemiah is just summing up the stuff that always happens to Israel. We be disobedient, our ass is put into captivity, right? And then we serve in the captivity. Like, oh man, it's so hard. Lord, can you please save us? And the Lord has compassion on us, for He is very merciful, and He delivers us out of the hand of our enemies. But by doing so, He uses who? Let's keep reading. Right? Thou heardest them from heaven, and according to thy manifold mercies, thou gavest them saviors. There's more than one savior. Yahweh Shai is not the only savior, even though He is the ultimate savior. He is not the only one, right? Just like how Yahweh Shai is not the only shepherd of the earth. You have many shepherds. You know what I'm saying? But it says, what? Thou gavest them saviors who saved them out of the hand of their enemies. Let's provide some examples. What's some examples of some saviors? You got Moses, right? Moses was another ultimate savior. Of course, you got Yahweh Shai, right? And he's coming again, right, to do the same exact thing. Hey, man, that's crazy, bro. You really think about it. Yeah. You got many men, right? You have many men, many mighty saviors that the Most High sent to deliver His people out of the hand of their enemies. Just like how the Most High says in the book of Second Ezra, the first chapter, these will I send for leaders, right? And He starts naming the prophets: Daniel, Habakkuk, Job, right? It's like not Job, Joel, right? All these various men, Malachi, Nehemiah. It's like, did he say Nehemiah? Zephaniah, right? Zechariah. You know what I'm saying? So come.
I got a fire precept. I know everybody knows this one, right? This is the book of First Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 1, right? Dare any of you having matter against another go to law before the unjust and not before the saints?
Mm-hmm.
Do you not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters, man? So, hey, the saints that you see that's teaching this word, man, people that you see that's saying, hey, these white people got to want to slavery, they gonna judge this whole damn world, man. We gonna sit on thrones and say, hey, go this way, man. I'm gonna send a captain of 50. Hey, you go to the land of Esau, man. Tell them they got to get in line before we put hurt on them, man. This is what's happening to this people of this world, man. They're gonna get judged by righteous men. It's not just damn niggas and spits that's going on thrones, man. We kings and priests up here, man. Right? I'm gonna read that again. Do you not know that saints shall judge the world, man? Hey, man, let's point upon table. The saints are literally going to judge this whole damn world, right?
Precept, classic. Psalms 82 and verse 6. I have said you are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High, but you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. Now, one fold is talking about the Most High, because the second Esdras, chapter 16, God is the chief judge. But if you read verse 6, it says, you are God. It's talking about us. We're going to be judging the earth, and we're going to inherit all these nations. So we got to judge the earth and righteousness in the kingdom of heaven. Again, like the brother was saying, no nigga is going to be judging the, judging nations, right? It's going to be the people, who keep the commandments, righteous brothers. Okay.
That's right. And I got another precept on that, the saviors, right? This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. Take heed unto thyself, meaning examine yourself, right? And unto the doctrine. Continue in them. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. You see that? So when we go out into the highways and hedges, we ain't out there for fun and games. Right? We're not out there to dance and sing, start rapping, right? We're not out there to do that, man. We're out there to save your life, right? That's why brothers come off harsh, right? Then, the Jakes and the E's that walk past, wicked as hell, and we trying to get on them to save their life. They start calling us Satan, right? Because we got an anger spirit on us. And we trying to save your life, right? We see the damn spiritual buzz coming towards you, and we want to get mad at you and say, get the hell out of the way, right? But you be like, oh, stop yelling at me, right? Oh, you can't tell me what to do. All right, fine, get your ass ran over then, right?
Con.
Come on, straight like that. I got another precept real quick. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. You literally got the watchman for Israel right here, up here. Shout out to W5 Atlanta, right? But it says what? Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So we're out to be watchmen, right? Verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, right? That's what we're out here to do. We're trying to save your life. And that's why the Most High is calling these men, these elect men that's coming up to judge the line of Esau, saviors, right? Because they were out there doing the work, man. They were, maybe they couldn't go out. They were making videos. They were making the call and election sure, man. They were putting in the work, right? It says from Slakia, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. All right. So meaning that what? He's going to die in his iniquity, but guess what? If you don't warn him, right, then the Lord's going to hold you accountable because you knew, but you still don't want to correct, Come on.
Big con. Big con.
Precepts.
I'll bring it out.
Come on. Right. I'm trying to find this one in come on. I'm gonna just find this one later. Let's just get this, right? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and 9. Right. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he has care for his elect. Right? Hey, that's playing upon saviors, man. Right? The elect, Most High literally saves the nation of Israel through his elect men, man. Literally, right? I'm trying to find this precept, right, in Corinthians, right? Because we're not out here for ourselves, man. Right? We out here for our damn people, bro. Yeah, y'all got it.
Is it like woe to me that if I preach not the gospel? Something like that.
I think. Hold on. Y'all get y'all's precepts though.
I don't have no precepts. I can help you find yours though. You know how to paraphrase? Like, you know the paraphrase?
It goes into like, I think it might be in Hebrews, right? Come, here it is, right? It's the book of 1 Corinthians, the water Yahweh, right? Chapter 9 and verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, For necessity is laid upon me. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel, man. Right? So hey, we out here for y'all, man. Literally, if we don't preach the gospel, we're gonna die with y'all, man. Literally, bro. Right? Verse 17. For if I do this willingly, I have a reward, but if against my will, a dispension of the gospel is committed unto me, man. So we just like y'all people that don't know the gospel, that don't know who you are. We just like y'all if we don't tell you who you are, man. Right? Because we're a nation. We're trying to build up a nation out here, man. We're not out here to build up damn niggas with guns, right? The damn Black Lives Matter, right? Black Panther thing, man. We're not out here for that, man. We try to build up a nation, man. We're not out here trying to raise niggas and spits, man. Through worrying the Most High, man. Right? We out here trying to build up a literal nation, right? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Verse 18. What is my reward then? Verily, that when I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of Hamashiach without charge, that I abuse not my power in the gospel, man. Say, man, we can't abuse our power in this thing. Just hold this wisdom in, man. Right? Let me get this in 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Right? But as we were allowed of the Most High to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but the Most High, which trieth our hearts, man. So the Most High, hey, he commanded us and he trusted us with this gospel, man, to feed the sheep of Israel, man. I mean, done. That's about the precepts. Right? For neither at any time use we flattering words. So we're not here to say, oh yeah, Christ loves, every damn person on this planet. We're not out here for them flattering words, man. Right? For neither at any time use we flattering words as ye know. So y'all know, hey, people know this, man. People know we're not out here for that, right? As you know, nor a cloak of countenance, the Most High is a witness. So we not out here trying to sugarcoat things, huh? Right? Verse 6. Nor then shall we glory, neither of you, nor yet of others, when we might have been burdensome as the apostles of the Mashiach. But we were gentle among you, even as a nerve cherishes her children, man. Hey, this is literally the saviors out here, man. We're literally trying to help our people according to Mashiach, man. According to this gospel, according to the good tidings, right? Isaiah chapter 61, right? So being affectingly desirous of you, hey, man, right? Desirous of you, we were willing to have imparted unto you not the gospel of the Most High only, but also our own souls, because ye were dear unto us, man. So, hey, we out here for people, man. Literally, we trying to build our nation, man. Literally. Right? I'm gonna read that last part again, right? We were willing to have imparted unto you. Say, man, hey, if it be the Most High's will, hey, we out here for you, man. We love our people out here, right? We want to have imparted unto you not the gospel of the Most High only, but also our own souls, man. So that's going into that brotherly love, man. We know what's coming, right? We know World War III. We know Jacob's trouble is coming. So hey, therefore we out here trying to tell you it's coming, man. Right? Not just because it's the gospel of Hamashiach, but because we love our people, man. Right? Not our own, but also our own souls, because ye were dear unto us, man. Because y'all are people, man. Because we see y'all out here stagnant. We see y'all out here blind sheep in this thing, man. Right? Verse 9. We remember, brethren, our labor and travail, for laboring night and day, because we would not be chargeable unto one of you. We preach unto you the gospel of Yahweh, man. Right? We preaching this word, man. We pouring our damn heart on these streets, man. Literally, right? Brothers crying when they teach, man. Right? Brothers, they getting mad in this thing. We putting our heart out here for y'all, man. Right? Because that's what it's commanded us to do, and also our own soul, which we love you, man. We love our people, man. Right? We're trying to save us and get out of this thing, man.
Sure.
Come on. It's up to that. Right? It's the book of Sirach, chapter 24 and 34. Behold, that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom, man. So, like the brother was saying, man, we're not doing this, for our benefit, man. Brothers most definitely could kick their feet up, put their hands behind their head, You say, well, hey man, all I gotta do is make sure that I'm keeping the law, statutes, and commandments and the faith of Yahweh, and I can make it to the kingdom, man. Brothers could be saying that, man. But no, brothers is trying to go out, not only get the blood off their hands, but trying to bring more people into the fold so that we can hurry up and get up out of this captivity and go back to our homeland, man. Right. So, brothers, that's the type of mentality, all you men to claim to be teachers, all you men that claim to hit the highways and byways, all you men that are making your body a living sacrifice, you got to understand that you're not only laboring for yourself, but you also laboring for that spiritually blind brother or sister that's searching for the light, man. You see blind people, they just searching, man. They reaching their hands out just to grab onto anything. And you got to be that steadfast beam of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding sent from on high, sent from the third heavens, man, so that they can come into the fold, reap the benefits of the kingdom of heaven, and enter into salvation, man. But that's it on that.
Did you already bring out Hebrews 4, Tazaiyar?
Wow.
Here's the book of Hebrews 4 and verse 10. For he that is entered into his rest, he also hath ceased from his own work, as God did from his. So if you already enter into your rest, it's the Shabbat. You're supposed to go out there and teach, but you kicking back, watching TV all day. Hey, man, you cease from doing the Lord's work. Verse 11, let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. So you want to, labor now, get it out the way. Just do it, get out the way, labor now. So when we get, Lord willing, we get into the kingdom of heaven, then you can rest. That's your rest right here. Now we got to put that work in, man. Come on.
That's right.
Cool.
So yeah, we can bring out our closing precepts now. We can close up.
Come. Right. The book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 30. Right. For we know him that has said, vengeance belongeth unto me. I will recompense, says the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people, man. Say the Most High, at the end of the day, he's going to judge his people, man. Doesn't it say in the whole damn Bible that the judgment starts with the house of the Lord, man? Right, so we out here for our people, man. We want this thing for the whole nation, man. Right, we went through slavery with these people, man. Right, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God, man. So hey, we see how scary the things is finna get out here, man. Or we see how the Most High is finna judge this earth, right? Verse 32. But call to remembrance the former days, in which after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of affliction, man. So, hey, we see how strong y'all are, man. Right, by Shema Mashiach Yahushai, man. The spirit, is still on us, man. The blood of Mashiach is still on our people, man. But hey, we got to repent, man. Right? Verse 33, right? Partly, whilst ye were made a gathering stock, both by reproaches and afflictions, and partly, whilst ye became companions of them that were so used, for ye had compassion on me in my bonds, right? So the people out here teaching, the Most High, he has compassion unto them, man. Literally, bro. Right? Let me read on. Right? For ye had compassion on me in my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and enduring substance, man. By Shema Mashiach outside, man. Right? So, hey, out here, man, we literally here to give our people hope, man. But we not gonna be in this damn captivity forever, man. We not gonna work 9 to 5 forever, man. Or we not gonna damn play football forever, man. Right? We have a kingdom that's ready for us, so therefore let's get the fuck out of here, man. So lucky for my French, man. Right? Verse 35. Cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. For ye have need of patience, that shall after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise, man. For yet a little while, and he that will come and will not tarry, man. So, hey, y'all, he's not going to tarry when he comes back, man. And that's why we want y'all to, hey, wake the hell up and know what he's coming to do, man. He ain't coming to send damn peace, but a sword. That's Matthew chapter 10, verse 34, man. Right? Verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. But we are not of them who draw back into perdition, but of them that believe the saving of the soul, man. By Shema Mashiach outside, man. So we believe this thing, man. We believe there's a better kingdom for the nation of Israel, man. You know? Come.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians 9:7. Every man according as his purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. So you should be out here giving alms, man. If you're not giving, you being stingy. You know you got enough to give, but you still not giving to your brother that's going through or anything like that. And you just you not you stingy, man. Right? That's not fair. That's selfish as hell, man. You should be giving alms, man. Because check this out. Let me get this real quick. Food spirit. So I get barrel, man. So Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 1. Cast thy bread upon the waters, for thou shalt find it after many days. Hey, man, you might give, alms to somebody, a poor man. Next thing you know, he becomes rich. Now you homeless. Now he's the one helping you out. That's you finding that bread after many days, man. You never know what your luck can be, man. So it's better for you to give than to be, selfish and not to give. Come
Con. It's the book of Baruch, chapter 5 and verse 1. Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of thy mourning and affliction, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from God forever, man. Right? So that's the time period that you living in, man. All that affliction, all that hurt, all the suffering that you've been having to endure, and man, take all that off, man. Take all your sins off, take all your iniquities, all your transgressions, take it off, man. The Lord said to put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from God forever, man. So put on that righteousness, man. Put on the glory of the kingdom of heaven. Keep your mind fixated on the kingdom of heaven, man. Because hey, the times are going to speed up. Prophecy is going to kick off. Seals are going to be open, and in a blink of an eye, man, you may or may not be making it to the kingdom of heaven, man. So push, man. Keep pushing. Keep going. Right. Take off the mourning and the affliction that you previously had on, and put on the garment of comeliness of the glory that coming from Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Verse 2. Cast about thee a double garment of the righteousness which cometh from Yahweh, and set a diadem on thine head of the glory of the everlasting, man. So the Lord, he didn't say, hey, take off that old polo tee and put on a new polo tee. He said, take off that old polo tee and put two polo tees on, man. Put two new polo tees on, right? And make sure they got fringes on at the bottom. That's what the Lord said, man. Make sure that, hey, they all white, crispy, no wrinkles, no stain. Hey, one might still have the tag on it. Hey, that's what the Lord said, man. He said, put on the double garment of righteousness, man. So, brothers and sisters, put on that double garment. Continue to pray, fast, study, repent, and continue to endure.
Yeah, I got 1 John chapter 2 and verse 14. Right, I love this precept. It says, I have written unto you, fathers, because ye have known him that is from the beginning. I have written unto you, young men, because ye are strong, and the word of God abideth in you, and ye have overcome the wicked one. So, like we always say, hey, we young men up here, all right? Just because you're young, man, we still have to labor. Most High still looks to us for our labors, man, right? And think about the people of the world, man, that were at your school, right? The people that maybe your cousins, whatnot, right? Maybe your nephews or whatnot, right? That's the same age as you, right? Hey, you are the only one that's praying, that's fasting, that's actually getting into the word, that's keeping the commandments, right? You're the one that's out there in the highways and byways. What other 17-year-old, what other 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old know that is doing that, right? For real. And so look, we're strong, man. And the Most High said that we're strong, right? So let's put forth this king, and let's put our hand to the plow, not look back and tread, man. Right? So come.
Right, it's gonna be right. Hebrews chapter 13 and 14. Right. For he have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. By him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to Yahweh continually, that is the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to his name. Right? So, hey, look at the many apostles died just by praising the Lord, man. You know, many great men died just for saying the name of Yahweh, man. So let's sacrifice this thing, man. Let's praise the Most High, right? Verse 16, but to do good and to communicate, forget not. With such sacrifices, Yahweh is well pleased. Obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls as they that must give account. So, like, I'm just jumping to verse, right, to close out. Jump to verse 21, right, 20. Right now, the Most High of Peace, that brought again from the dead our Lord Yahushua, that great shepherd of the sheep, through the blood of everlasting covenant, make you perfect in every good work to do his will, working in you that which is well pleasing in his sight through Yahushua Mashiach, to whom be glory forever and ever. Amen. And I beseech you, brother, suffer the word of extortion, for I have written a letter unto you in few words, man. Right? So, hey, we gotta continue to exhort each other, man. Still hit brothers up, man. Still, hey, I love you, brother. Man. Hey, I love everybody up here, man. Right?
Time.
We in this thing, man. We gotta love each other as thyself, man. Right? We gotta suffer that extortion, right? And I beseech you, brother, suffer extortion, for I have written a letter unto you in a few words, man. So, hey, this is little things to build a nation. Like trusting the person who made us, trusting the person of the damn heavens, man, and get out of here, man. That's our mission, and each other as I want to be feed, man. Right, give water, right, give alms, right, exhort one each other daily, man. You know, come on.
Wow. All on Yahweh now, sure.
Time.
Yeah, so with that, we'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh Baha Shema Mashak, one like Yahweh Shah. All right, that's all praises, honor, glorification unto the Most High, Heavenly Father Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son Yahweh Shah. It's your brother Yasharala.
Brother Barry.
Brother Yishmayah.
Brother Tazaiyar Gabar.
Lord willing, this is edifying. This is a Obadiah in-depth breakdown. All right, Lord willing, you learn something to the Spirit. We could bring some wisdom and knowledge, understanding to the table. All right, so come, Shalom.
So,
Hey, everybody pose for the camera for the thumbnail.
oh.
Where Obadiah at?
Brothers call me Lincoln.
Come, Shalom.